Hey, welcome to the next episode of the podcast. Glad you joined us. Make sure to subscribe and also leave comments. Each week we'll put up new shows. If you're a new subscriber, check out all the past episodes as well to catch up. But we look forward to continue talking and hope you enjoy what we're hearing at this point. You know what? Let's just start. Welcome to another episode of Just a Thought with JD, Michael, and Len.
Cheers.
Thank you.
What are you drinking, Mike?
Cheers to everyone. Yeah, what are you drinking?
Water.
There
Nice.
you go.
Water. You too? Yeah, I'm having my
water.
dinner.
Water for me as well. What are you having, Len? Protein shake?
Protein shake with immunity type boost thing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So you're one of those who
Trying to
buys
be healthy like you guys. Was that?
No, nothing. No, I'm just saying.
Good. Nothing. Yeah, just say nothing. Okay.
All right, I'll say nothing.
You're irrelevant.
So anyway, it's been a good week. I mean, not necessarily a work week, but it's been a good week.
It's been an interesting week, I say. Let's say
Yeah.
that. Let's just say interesting. Let's keep it like that, right?
There's been a lot of big news, which
Yeah,
apparently
I've heard.
Mike has been living in a hole and doesn't know any of this.
That's
so-
how busy I've been. I haven't been able to catch up with news. You know, my schedule's been all off.
Then what the fuck's the point of having you here?
And why don't you have a phone? You never look at your fucking phone at anything.
I do. When someone texts me, like you guys, I just I'll get back to them later.
JD. Boomer
Sure,
over there has a fucking flip phone, so he doesn't really get news on it.
And it's interesting because he's Filipino to have a flip phone.
Wow. Hold on.
Too bad we don't have that little drum. That's four.
Add that in, right? Add that
That
in.
was horrible.
That's one of those dad jokes.
It was a dad joke.
Yeah, it was one of those.
It was
God.
a dad joke.
It was horrible. So, sure, what's going on? What's so interesting about this week for you guys?
Well, so I joined the Church of Scientology, but that's not the important news. Let's talk
Sweet.
about what else is going on. So this week, big news. Now, I will say this. I bet you if there had been news about Batman, he would have known about it, huh, Len?
Seriously, the news about Spider-Man was huge.
Well, and it's still coming out. Nothing
It's still coming out. Nothing's set. No, you're right. Nothing's set.
So it's just more of a rumor, or is it just more?
It's
No.
pretty much inside
Garfield
sources.
has been added. So the big news is it looks like the next Spider-Man is really going to be more like a live version of Into the Spider-Verse. So they're actually going to show it looks like they're going to.
Well, it's not going to be the movie Into the Spider-Verse. It's just the concept of the Spider-Verse.
Yeah. I'm saying it's yes.
So what, they're going to pull the old people who played Spider-Man kind of to come in?
So Garfield is already signed on, as far as I know.
Tobey Maguire is supposed to be in too already, from what I've heard.
Okay. Yeah, I know that they were working on that.
Interesting.
There's a lot of them. Gwen Stacy.
Yep, they've even got apparently Kristen Dunst is going to come back as MJ.
Oh,
as
no
part of
way.
Tobey Maguire.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another rumor.
Interesting.
Obviously, they got reprising his role as Doc Ock, of course.
That was cool.
Yeah, is Molina. Why am I forgetting his first name?
But yeah, we know.
No, I feel bad. He's a great fucking actor too. At least he's great in Maverick. Love him in the movie Maverick, by the way.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep,
But
yep.
yeah, he's coming back as Doc Ock. He played him fantastic in
He did.
for the Spider-Man 2 movie. So I'm excited that he's coming back. He's going to be in it too. They've also talked about Jamie Foxx will be returning as Electro.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, but he will not be looking the same as the Electro because nobody liked that. So they'll probably change it up a bit.
Yeah,
but he's at least coming back as character. And yeah,
Do you think it's going to be
and
more
here's the
animated
key
and they're going to use just his voice or something?
No, this is all going to be live action. Here's
Oh.
the key piece. The one thing to
You mean
think about.
CGI, Mike?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
The one thing to keep in mind, the reason why this is all going to happen, Doctor Strange is in it. And now Doctor Strange's next movie is Doctor Strange in the Multiverse. So that's how this is all going to tie in.
Yeah.
No doubt Doctor Strange is going to come in and help bring sort of these extra, different universe type Spider-Mans together.
Yeah.
Or maybe something along that. Again, it's all speculation because to be honest, Sony and Marvel, have not announced any of this per se officially.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Garfield's not officially been announced. It's just, word has come out. So,
Yeah.
But right now, the big concern would be, are they trying, are people getting so excited that now any names being thrown out there? So, they're going to be back, So, and it could be
Most of
short.
the names have been pretty, like, not like just the rumor is. It kind of almost sounds like it's pretty much happening. I mean, yeah, you're right. Nothing's set in stone. Anything can change. But, I mean, if they do that, that'll be pretty cool. I mean, I think that's.
But this is almost remnants to same or similar, I should say, to what I think they were talking about the Flashpoint in DC,
I was
right?
just about to say that.
Yeah.
So this is exactly like that, because in the Flashpoint, or they haven't called it Flashpoint, but it's going to be
No, they
based
haven't,
on
right.
Flashpoint.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
That they're going to have Michael Keaton reprise his role as Batman.
Yeah.
And it's
the
kind of cool
Wonder
because
Woman.
Tobey Maguire, even though he's pretty young looking, he's gonna be an older Spider-Man.
yeah.
And I've always said, it's like you look at the Tobey Maguire one, he was a better Peter Parker than he was a Spider-Man, or at least that was kind of a consensus. And then Garfield was kind of the opposite, better Spider-Man, okay Peter Parker, where now they have actually a good combination of them. So it's going to be interesting to see how they do the dynamic with them. If that's we're kind of going off the assumption that that's what's going to happen. But yeah, I think it's wondering how that's going to actually be for the next phase for Marvel too. In terms of, is this going to be more like the common theme, like something's going to happen where they're more dealing with multiverses, alternate timelines and all that type of stuff, going more into the next Avengers and going down the line.
See how they're all connected, right?
Well, they
Yeah.
opened
Wasn't
all that
there-
up with Endgame, right?
Well,
All that
wasn't
opened
there
up in
talk
Endgame.
too that they were going to try and get the X-Men involved at some point? Wasn't there something? Was that something I heard?
Yeah,
That's
so
been
we
up for a
can,
while.
so we can swing to the news that Disney announced yesterday in their investor call.
Mhm.
Lots of stuff, and I can go through. First off, they announced Fantastic Four, so they are going to be making the Fantastic Four movie, so that's huge because now we'll finally get to see them, hopefully, in the correct light that they've never been portrayed at all in any movie so far to date.
None.
Not even close. So I'm excited about that. They also announced other things for Star Wars. So they announced a bunch: Star Wars, Pixar, Disney movies, and
Wow.
Marvel. Almost
Mhm.
all of it related to Disney Plus, their streaming service. And the reason why is because they've talked about they're going to do more quality than quantity, right? So make sure these shows like Mandalorian, which is a fantastic show,
Yep.
similar path. But there was one Star Wars movie they did announce that the director of Wonder Woman, Patty Jenkins, is going to run, Rogue Squadron.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I
That's
didn't read
fantastic.
up much on it, but I heard about that, and she did such an awesome job with Wonder Woman. I'm excited about that.
Wow.
And you should watch the trailer that they did for her to announce it. She gives some background about her history. If you haven't watched it, I'm not going to talk about it right now. We can always talk about it later. But it's very interesting because her father was a fighter pilot. So there's something tied to that kind of made her really interested to do this project specifically. It's so if people are listening, you should definitely check it out. It's very nicely done. It's a little quick 2-minute blurb, a video. But
Yeah.
so they announced that, which I'm excited for. That'll be out in about 3 years, I think was the timing. They also said, Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is set and gave a time frame for that as well, which is 2023. They announced things like Beauty and the Beast, live action sort of prequel based on Gaston and LeFou, which people had been hearing about before. They obviously showed the first trailers for the Falcon and Winter Soldier, as well as Loki, which was interesting to see.
Yeah.
That one looks interesting because that comes back into time travel. So
Loki's having his own movie.
Yeah.
Oh wow, interesting.
Well, think about it. In the Endgame, Loki escaped with the Tesseract when they went back in time.
That's right.
So you can kind of play. See how all this is tying to a multiverse? This is where Spider-Man's going to come in. This is where Doctor Strange himself, who knows of the multiverse existence, is the one who will be, because his whole movie is going to be based on that. So they did that.
Yeah.
But they announced other shows like Sister Act 2, Hocus Pocus 2, some old classic movie, or Sister Act 3, I'm sorry, not 2.
I was going to say, they made it Sister Act 2.
Yeah.
Sister Act 3, Hocus Pocus 2. The Pixar movies, they announced a prequel to the Toy Story movie called Lightyear, based on Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah.
And Chris Evans is going to be the voice this time and not Tim Allen.
Oh,
But
interesting.
one thing Chris Evans did immediately when it got announced, because he knew full well all the fanboys would be pissed that Tim Allen wasn't reprising his role. He's like, look, I'm playing the Buzz Lightyear TV character that the toy is made off of, in a sense, if you think about it, right? So it's going to be the live human person. It's not going to be live action. It's still going to be animated.
Right,
but he's going to be that character of the TV show that they made toy line off of, and that's where Tim Allen's voice came in. So he's going to be playing sort of the younger, going into his first sort of academy type training, Chris Evans. So that'll be cool. I'm glad they kind of explained that out, because my first thought was, oh, that sucks. They're not getting, Tim Allen again, because he's synonymous with Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah,
so
voices, classic.
Yeah. But so that was some of it. What else was announced? There was so much announced, dude. I'm trying to remember it all. It's just crazy.
But I mean, just the amount of subscribers they still have. You know, there was, they're wondering how they were going to sustain it, and they have.
Well, so yeah, to Len's point, they're first off, their stock has just skyrocketed since the announcement.
Yeah.
Primarily because they're announced all these shows. They announced that they increased their subscription from 73 million when they did the fourth quarter fiscal announcement earlier to this investor, where they're up to 86 million. So they've increased it by 13 million in like 2 months, something like that.
Yeah.
Primarily Mandalorian's driving a lot of that, but so are other shows that they're now putting out, and that's the point. They're expecting to hit over 250 million subscribers within 3 years. Which would be crazy considering they're only a year old, and they're already on pace to hit that. And their stock just skyrocketed, man. I mean, it jumped up like 14% today alone. It's its highest ever right now. And even investors are now saying, based on how Disney's projecting and what they're with everything they announced and all that good stuff, they suspect them to be eventually like the big five, basically your Facebook, Amazon, Google, and they're going to be up that high. So that basically they're telling people buy now while you can, because they're going to, and Netflix, Netflix over 400.
I mean, think about Netflix has just under 200 million, but they've been around for how long?
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're halfway there almost.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, they're catching up.
Yeah, so it's really nice. Oh, and they announced for Black Panther 2 that they would not be recasting Black Panther for Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah.
So I think their focus is going to be more around the other characters within the Black Panther sort of environment, that they're going to use that instead. So you may not even see Black Panther in any aspect. Maybe they do a quick CGI or something about him, but I know they've talked about not wanting to bring Chadwick Boseman into it, like recreate him in a CGI environment.
They won't do that.
Yeah, exactly.
But then there's also the idea of his sister taking on the role of Black Panther,
which they have not talked about that specifically. But yes,
I mean, there's the comics. Yeah, it's there. It's definitely out there that it can happen. So.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, dude, there's just so much of what they have going on, but it's almost all around the streaming service. They even announced Ahsoka is going to have her own streaming service on Disney Plus. So we kind of knew that was going to happen.
Yeah.
At Ahsoka, and if you're all caught up at least on the episode before tonight, then you know who she is. So we should be good there. They're also going to do things like Rangers of the New Republic is another one.
Wow.
They have a lot.
The Bad
Batch. A lot of these, like JD said, it's like 2023 and beyond. So, and with the delays with COVID and everything, it's understandable. But yeah, a lot of this stuff is not like coming up next year, but it's just showing that they're vested in streaming right now.
And here's one for you. Obi-Wan Kenobi, which we knew they were making the streaming service with Ewan McGregor there. They were making the series there. They announced Hayden Christensen would be playing Darth Vader in this one.
Yeah.
Now that's interesting because Vader wears his costume, and it's not, wears his full body suit and everything like that.
He needs to.
So I'm wondering how Hayden Christensen's going to play into this. Like, is it going to be some force visions or some memories of things at times past? They're going to have to do that.
Flashback things.
Yeah, maybe.
But yeah, so he's going to be in it. But like I said, there's a bunch of Star Wars stuff. I mean, I could go on. They have WandaVision. They showed the trailer for WandaVision. Like I said, Loki. If you ever did the comics for Marvel's What If, which I love that series, the What If series, because it always take a known story and do totally different, right? Like, what if this person become Captain America or something else? and so they're doing that. Miss
Yeah, I remember
Marvel, Hawkeye, She-Hulk. I mean, Jesus, Moon Knight, Secret Invasion, Ironheart. I mean,
Jesus.
yeah,
Yeah, there's a ton, Mike. If you get a chance, definitely look it up.
Wow.
yep. 3 Men and a Baby's being redone, which is interesting.
Really?
Yeah,
Are they gonna have the ghost again? Remember that?
the Ghost.
Remember?
Oh yeah, in the background. Yeah, they
Remember
said
the
it was a dead
background?
child
Yeah.
or something like that. Yeah.
But they're gonna, try to see if Ghostbuster type. Yeah, whatever.
Here's the most interesting announcement I thought, which I still can't wrap my head around how this is going to work. So they're doing a bunch of live actions. You know how they've done like Beauty and the Beast, Mulan, and others, right? They're
Right.
continuing that trend, but these are all going direct to Disney Plus, like Pinocchio, Peter Pan, and Wendy. But one that caught my eye was Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers.
I saw that.
And
What?
guess who they're having play as Chip and Dale? You got John Mulaney as Chip and Andy Samberg as Dale. And I'm like, are
Yeah.
they just voices of what they'll CGI these characters like Sonic?
Yeah.
Or is this like they're going to be like real life people? And so the whole point of
No.
Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers would just be lost.
Yeah.
So
They're probably the voices. I mean, especially oh God, you just said his name. Mulaney. His voice is so unique.
right.
Because he was the pig, the spider pig.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So he was a voice for that. So, and his voice is very, very like when you hear it, you know who it is.
Right.
So,
So
yeah.
they had a lot, man. There was a lot. I mean, they also have things like the Mighty Ducks. They're going to do another Mighty Ducks, but this is a continuation. So Emilio Estevez is actually going to star in it as Gordon Bombay again, which
Wow.
is crazy because he's been retired from. He hasn't really done acting. He's been more directing, producing. He just didn't care to do more acting. So the fact they got him back is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I could go through the list, but there's a lot. Clearly,
There's
a
a
lot. You got this week was a huge entertainment news from obviously Christopher Nolan bitching about Warner Brothers ruining everything with their shitty streaming service. Let's not forget that.
Oh, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
Mike's
pissed.
definitely been in the cave.
Well, I've just been really busy with work this week.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't hear about that. I gotta look that up. Christopher Nolan complaining about WB going streaming.
Oh no, yeah. And it wasn't like, under his breath type thing. It was he pretty much just said it. So, yeah.
Wow.
And Mike, you got to catch up, buddy.